Okay, guys, wanted to show you this. Zhang Heqing, our favorite Chinese official, Communist Party official.
Well, probably the least.
Yeah.
Probably the least favorite.
Posted this stupid thing.
Can we show people what he's done before?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me bring that up.
He posted that as real.
Yeah,
about
as real.
8 parallel, like perpendicular trains.
Yes.
All fake, saying that that was China's infrastructure.
Let's play this little clip. By the way, we have a challenge for the audience. Okay.
Do we?
Never mind. Okay, this is a stupid AI video, and the reason that he posted it, we'll talk about in a minute.
Yes, it's actually dark.
But
Horrible.
this song that he used has got lyrics in it.
It does. Yeah.
And we are trying to decipher exactly what these lyrics are.
So crap.
So can you guys help us with this?
Yeah, let's listen to it.
Okay.
Just a regular day, meeting all your mates and you feel okay. You wanna be tough, that's a rule at school. Never tough enough, so you play it cool.
What is this nonsense? Like you want to be
Dragonella
hanging
says
with your
this
mates.
is some Bridge the Gap tier
It
lyrics.
is. It really is.
You want to be cool, you want to be fresh and cool, and something
Yeah.
to be tough.
Regular day, hanging with your mates, something like that, right?
Regular day, feel okay.
Definitely hanging with your mates is in there. I think you zoomed
love
in
that it's in
here
there.
to show the lovely writing on her shirt.
no, it was the
and
hands.
and the hands. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah.
If you want to just have nightmare feel for later.
It's pretty bad.
It's terrifying.
Yes.
I hate everything about this. I hate this so much.
It looks very
The
bad.
hands go away. They become like, it's horrible.
Anyway, the reason that he posted that is because on the same day he posted that, a terrible tragedy happened in China. I've just made a video about it. It's a horrific revenge against society attack where like a 62-year-old guy got in his car and went to where all the middle-aged people do their exercises around the gym. There's a sports center there, and they go on these parades, and he just drove through all of them. And like he hit 100 people. It's like 43 plus injured. 35 plus, definitely more than 35, but that's the official numbers. 35 dead on site, right there. So you never know who died in hospital later or whatever. Anyway, it's a terrible, terrible tragedy. It's massive, okay? Huge. Unprecedented for Zhuhai. I have friends that live in Zhuhai who reached out to me and were like, what the F is this, you know? And they were sending me like videos and stuff because...
stuff's happening all over China right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, it was last week, guys. Last week we did that breaking episode where we showed you day after day about these revenge against society attacks. It was kind of like a premonition because it was only a few days later that this massive one happened in Zhuhai.
Yeah.
Because this is big. Because normally, you know, they'll hit a crowd and there'll be a dozen people at most.
Yeah.
But this time it was about 100 people got hit.
Yeah.
Who knows really what the real numbers are, but at least close to 100 were severely injured or dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so this happened at a very inopportune time for China because they're having the Zhuhai Air Show at the same time.
Yeah, to show off like the military planes.
Yeah, this is to show off their military drones.
We have
and
some
planes.
real footage of that actually.
Yeah, we'll show you shortly.
From Zhang Heqing as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to show any footage here. If you want to see all about that, my video on the Serpent ZA channel, I discuss it in depth. But any foreign reporters that try to report on it were harassed, forced to delete their footage. A BBC reporter got pushed around by undercover police, all sorts of nonsense like this. You can go check it out. Here's the thing. This is the Zhuhai Special Economic Daily, whatever you call it, Special Zone
Just
Daily.
their People's Daily of Zhuhai.
It is the People's Daily of Zhuhai. It is Zhuhai's newspaper.
Yes.
So we're like, let's look at the front page news. This is for the 13th.
Yeah.
Okay, it happened on the 11th. This is the 13th. No mention of it.
11 or 12 also.
The 12th didn't have it. This is the 14th. Front page of the Zhuhai newspaper on the 11th, on the 12th, because of course it happened on the evening of the 11th, so you wouldn't expect it to be in the newspaper. But the next day, the 12th, not a single mention of it. A bunch of stuff about Xi Jinping, obviously. Yeah. The 13th, nothing in there. 14th, nothing in there. Right. So this massive tragedy happens in your city, and the local city newspaper doesn't publish
like a massacre.
Peep.
A massacre.
Yeah, it was a massacre. Not a peep. In the Chinese news. And it shows you how censored the Chinese news is. Bad news is not reported on because that is huge.
I mean, it was one of the biggest massacres in recent days.
Yeah, and
even though they've been happening like every
Zhuhai
day.
is a big city. It's an important city. They're having their big air show there.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can just not talk about. You know? It's as if it happened in Chicago or something.
Yeah.
You know, there's a big parade,
Yeah.
and then people get run over and
100
stuff.
people.
And there's not
Think about that.
one
When
mention.
that guy ran those people over in that terrorist attack in Toronto, that was big news for years, and people still think about it and talk about it right now.
International news.
Yeah, and it was way less than this.
I'm pretty sure Toronto's newspapers were reporting on it.
Oh, dude, the whole world, every
Yeah.
country, including China.
This is as bad.
It was
This is
actually more
worse.
people,
Yeah,
not
more-
worse in terms
yeah.
of morality. I'm saying
but-
like worse in terms of how many people died.
Correct.
Right?
It's a huge thing. Just to, again, illustrate to all of you how China censors the news. And as long as people don't discuss bad news, it never happened, right?
Yeah.
As long as you don't need to face the problems. You don't need to face head on what's causing all of these attacks, because you just
You're right.
need to sweep it under the rug.
You're right.
The foreign ministry was asked about this thing.
And then you have to reply, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like live.
So now it's like, so what did he say? He said, on November 13th, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs responded to the Zhuhai car crash incident that caused 35 deaths and 43 injuries. So far, there are no foreign casualties in this
because
case.
that's what matters.
And
that's what they
China-
care about. Isn't that so telling?
Yeah. And China is one of the safest countries in the world with the lowest crime
You
rates.
can't say that.
Why do you,
You
seriously?
can't say that.
Yeah. The Chinese government has always taken and will continue to take effective measures to fully protect the lives and social stability of the people. It will also, as always, effectively protect the safety of all foreigners
See what
in
they care
China.
about? See what they care about?
Yeah, and provide a market-orientated.
They are dying for investment right now.
What the hell is
They
market-orientated?
are so scared that people see these
Yeah.
reports and are not going to invest or come to China anymore.
Yeah, see, market-orientated, law-based, and what was that?
So telling. It's so telling.
Internationalized business environment for Chinese and foreign companies.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, so it's literally like so many people, Chinese people were massacred. It's like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's okay. They weren't
because no
foreigners.
no
They weren't
foreigners were.
Americans.
And we're just opening this market-orientated business
So you're-
relation.
come on.
Come and invest.
Come
You
on.
can invest. It's the safest country in the world. Never
Chinese
mind,
people get
never mind our
massacred.
people that die. We don't
Yeah.
care.
Chinese people get massacred like ants. That's totally fine. But you foreigners, come on in.
Yeah,
Bring your
none of
investment
you were.
dollars.
None of you were. Yeah, exactly.
They don't matter.
Never
Isn't that
mind
how-
the.
isn't that how that
ex-
reads?
Exactly. Never mind the Japanese children that were stabbed, who are foreigners, by the way, or the foreign American teachers that were stabbed, who are foreigners, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Safest country, my ass. This is nonsense, by the way.
Yeah.
It's the most. What's the opposite of compassionate?
It is callous.
Yes, it is the most incompassionate, uncompassionate.
Unempathetic, yeah.
Yeah, it's got. You should be mourning the deaths of these
Yeah.
innocent people that
That's-
were murdered.
If you ask any foreign minister, like in America or anywhere, on any side of the political spectrum, they would say, we are so sorry about this tragedy. This is absolutely devastating. Hopefully the families can grieve in peace and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you know what he says?
like,
so far,
so
there
far,
are no
there-
foreign casualties in this case.
That's absolutely cold.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's sick. It's actually
Disgusting.
sick.
It's disgusting.
It's so sick, but I love that they do this with this is the government's mouthpiece.
Yes.
I like when they say things like this because it shows the true face of the actual Communist Party of China.
Yeah, they don't give a
No.
flying
They're
F about the people. They just want
evil.
your investment money.
evil.
Yeah.
Actual evil.
It's terrible. Anyway, you wanted to talk about the...
Air show.
Oh, but I think there's something before that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Of course,
Classic.
as this thing unfolded, people online in China were saying the suspect must be bought off or threatened by foreign forces. They planned this massacre to make us feel bad and suppress the influence of the Zhuhai air show. China's development is so advanced they can't keep up with us anymore. By the way, the Great Translation Movement did this translation.
Shut up.
It's always like that. When there's a tragedy in China, it must be foreigners' fault, right? And the fact that some people even said this online is just pathetic. You know what I mean? Things like, it's Zhuhai air show now. Journalists from all over the world are watching. I highly suspect it is done by foreign agents who wants to create chaos.
Why? I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
but what if somebody goes and massacres about 100 people in a square, how does that detract from the Zhuhai Air Show?
Yeah, exactly.
People still look at the Zhuhai Air Show.
Yeah,
it
they
didn't
still do.
cancel the event. If it canceled the event, maybe.
Yep. Zhuhai Air Show is going on and attracting foreign investment. See, that's the important part, right?
Why do you think about this? That's why these are PSYOP comments.
Yeah.
These aren't legitimate Chinese people comments because this reads like the foreign minister's official report, doesn't it?
Yep. The world situation is unstable. It should be done by foreign adversary agent from US to scare off investments and drive global crisis.
Does that not read like the foreign minister? It's like a sequel to the foreign minister statement.
Yeah, they only care about investments.
Yes.
And blaming this on foreigners. Well, maybe you shouldn't be blaming the people you want to invest.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably a bad idea.
Just stop investing, guys. If you're like a stock bro or whatever, please this is what you're investing in.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This.
So go back to the train. We showed you the train, right?
Yeah, we did. Here comes the train.
Let me tell you this guy's position.
Yeah.
Zhang Heching works for the culture board of the CCP, right?
Yeah.
So
he's a Communist Party official.
Yes, he's a Communist Party official. Now, he is also one of the biggest propagandists for the Chinese government. He's one of the most popular.
Yeah.
And to be blessed by him, to be reposted by him is if you're talking from our perspective, you've been like kind of like brushed with a curse. You're like you've now been cursed for the rest. You're like you're rotting now.
Yes.
But if you are the kind of person who he blocks or he says bad things about, then you're blessed.
Yes.
You're blessed. However, his content, his original content that he uploads, not retweets, is always fake nonsense that you're supposed to believe is true. He
Like the
wants
panda.
you to believe this was the Zhuhai Air Show.
Yeah, so the translation, I put it down there, but I'll read it for you. It says, uniform fighter planes fly across the green mountains and green waters, cruising domineeringly.
I just want to say one more time, this is a Chinese government official's post.
Yes.
His legitimate post.
Can we take a look?
Yes. This is from the mouth of the CCP. The official post.
Yeah. I love that the flag is fluttering.
We didn't make this up.
No, like if a flag was attached to a plane for whatever reason, because it wouldn't be, it would not be just fluttering like that.
No. This gives me so much hope and pure faith that every time that people keep freaking out about China's power and strength, that we have nothing to worry about. We have nothing to worry about.
What is that? A Soviet Concorde? I don't even know.
What is that? Can you pause it on the flag one?
I'll go back.
I gotta show that. It's
Yeah, that's the stupid flag.
I love the flag on the back of that spy plane.
Yeah,
spy plane.
Yeah, it is. It's like an AWACS knockoff or something.
That flag must be very large, and it's cool that it can travel
It
like
would
500
create
miles an
so
hour.
much drag that plane would crash. It would just rip the tail off.
I love all the planes within like 2 feet of each other.
You know what I tried? Like for 4th of July, I've got
This is insane.
I've got a 78 Trans Am, right, with T-tops. I took the T-top off, and I got one of those big American flags, right? So I wanted to drive around the neighborhood with the flag out, right?
For 4th of July?
Yeah. So I'm holding this flag, and I'm driving at like maybe 15 miles an hour, and that was so hard. That flag was so hard to hold because of the wind resistance and the drag. I wanted to rip my arm off, and I was like trying to brace. I was trying to look cool, but at the same time, I'm just struggling with this
cool,
flag.
you want to be
exactly.
French.
And I'll tell you what, like from my own experience with just trying to do that 4th of July flag out of the Trans Am, there's no way that this flag would ever hold up in
I'm
real
also
life.
going to go out on a limb here and say that's probably the most believable thing in this entire post.
What
what are we actually looking at?
Yeah, I know.
This
It's
is
so pathetic.
insane. And it's over like a road with a bus going by.
I know.
Can you play the original?
Yeah, I'll play the original. I'll go back quickly.
I love that you're supposed. This is directly from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
This isn't some aggregate. This isn't some Indian content generator.
No, this is
wizard
Chinese Communist Party official. Where's the bus? Here comes the bus.
We're supposed to believe this. That's the Zhuhai Air Show, and this is their military prowess.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
It's crazy.
This is a new low.
It is. It's so pathetic.
Love it. I love that
Anyway.
so much. That's
Yeah, me too.
incredible.
This guy always cracks me up because he thinks it's real when he posts things.
He does.
Maybe he's a little bit blind or something.
Maybe. I mean, it's also his job.
Yeah, true.
Like it's his job is like they're like, please put this out. You know.
Yeah.
Usually it's like some Windows XP rolling background thing, rolling hills that's fake. Oh, that's sick. I'm struggling to find a use for this.
That'll just actually kill you.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're right.
People that are afraid of needles, this is the antidote. Again.
Shoot them. Takes another piece. Oh, that locks you away.
What is it? Oh, it's like a water dispenser. And there's a little generator, and then he can charge his phone. The chili's got to my throat.
that image with that subtitle
The
is
chili's
very
got to my
good.
throat. Yeah.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind worked